what goal? What are we doing? What's the plan for this year? We write all our thoughts, our notes, our plans. We walk away full of motivation, full of excitement for, yes, this is going to be my year. And you might get a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks into the day-to-day business, and that's gone. Because as small businesses, one thing when you're working on your own is needing that accountability. Hi and welcome to Business Rainbows and Unicorns, where there's no such thing as failure if you don't try. This podcast is specifically for business owners or wannabe business owners. Say you've got a side hustle, or you've got a passion for something and you think it'd be absolutely amazing, or you see people that do amazing things with their passions and what they enjoy doing. Well, you can do that. So please subscribe, and we hope you enjoy listening to this episode. Hi and welcome to Breakout Business Rainbows and Unicorns, where there's no such thing as failure if you don't try. Now today I'm on my own, not interviewing anyone, but I'm going to talk all about goal setting. We had an amazing goal setting workshop last week with a fantastic group of small businesses, and that subsequently set up some monthly accountability sessions as well. So if even now you think you need some accountability or you need some goal setting help, let us know, get in touch and take a look at the website at breakoutservices.co.uk and see if that's for you. And yeah, sign up. Everyone's welcome. And if we fill up one, we'll put another one on. So, and if the time doesn't work for you, feel free to drop us a message and let us know. Because as small businesses, one thing when you're working on your own is needing that accountability. Now, goal setting, and I used hashtag the other day for goal setting when I shared a bit about this, was it's not just for January. Yes, we all talk about January goals, aims, New Year's resolutions. That's when we talk about everything. Actually, it doesn't have to be just for January. And the worst thing we can have when it's just for January is that we get to February and we don't do it anymore and we've forgotten what our goals are. Or maybe February, March, April, we've lost the momentum, we've lost the thought process or the plans or whatever it is that we're not checking in, and we have such big ideas and we get lost along the way and lose what we're doing. So let us know what you think about this session. And there will be, I'm going to talk about some downloadables as well, which will be free to download on the website. So have a look at the website and feel free to download. Tag us in if you're doing any goal setting, or even if you want to share what your goal settings are as well. Give us a tag and let us know, and we can hold you accountable as well. So our biggest thing for goal setting in 2025 was for small business success for this year. So obviously, yes, it's 2025, but this can be, if you're listening to this at a later date, this is relevant any month, any time, any year for you to make plans and decide what you want for your business. And we've named it Clarity in Action because actually we need to be really, really clear in our goals and to help us get through them and make them easy. So the main reason for the course or the workshop of what we did was to equip everyone with tools and strategies to set clear, achievable and inspiring goals. And when I say inspiring, it's inspiring for you. These are personal work goals. Share with your team, share with other businesses, share with whoever's going to hold you accountable. But the main thing is it should inspire you. As a small business owner, it's hard work. You need to be excited by these goals. So the whole reason for the workshop was to leave with an actionable plan to create with creative insights and the motivation to stay focused throughout the year, which is why we set up some accountability sessions, because it's so easy to, and we've all done it. We go to these sessions and we write all our thoughts, our notes, our plans, we walk away full of motivation, full of excitement for, yes, this is going to be my year. And you might get a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks into the day-to-day business and that's gone. So it's really important we find a way. And that's why goals to be inspiring are so important. So you can do as much as you can to keep up that momentum, because if you've got a goal, you've written it down, you've broken it down, and you've followed these steps, you will achieve it. No doubt in my mind. I believe that you'll achieve it, and you need to believe you'll achieve it. Because if you believe that, you are halfway there already. So The plan, what we're going to go through today, is the importance of goal setting for small businesses and how to stay on track to December. The transformative power of clarity, direction and focus, aka breaking down those goals into management steps. And to finish with set goals and plans. So even if while you're listening to this, if you're not driving, walking the dog or whatever you do when you're listening to a podcast, if you're sat or able to sit or maybe pause it and come back to it, or maybe listen again, to sit with whether you're better at typing something out or sitting with, like I am, I have to have a big piece of paper and a pen. That's how my thoughts come out best. It doesn't work with me on a laptop or a phone. I need paper and pen. So whatever you need to do, if you can do this along with us, absolutely amazing. And give us a share and tag us and let us know your goals on social media, because again, it's holding you accountable. We'll know and we'll share, and we can give you our thoughts on your goal, wish you best of luck, and tell you you will smash it 100%. I sent a meme the other day of that we are breakout is exactly those people that we're there behind you, telling you you've got this, you're going to smash it, and there to bounce ideas off. So share that with us, because we can definitely help with that thought process and belief in yourself, which you should have and you need as a small business owner. So the first thing is to reflect and assess. So there's a free download. So have a look and download it to a worksheet for this. So you can reflect and assess over what you did last year. So obviously, if you're listening in current, last year was 2024. And it's to look through and go through your wins, challenges and lessons learned. So the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Because from that, and it's really, as much as I absolutely hate going back through anything negative, we need to learn so we don't repeat that kind of thing. So we want to get to the point where we are going through our wins and we repeat that behavior. We repeat those steps. We repeat those bits of work. We work with those kind of clients to attract the same ones. And the bad bits, we don't repeat it. We learn from it. How do we learn from it? How do we get it? And it gives a different outlook. And it's identifying those patterns, the gaps and the opportunities. So 100%, if you can really have a think and assess and reflect back on the year, some things will feel really great. And I bet you'll find something from the start of the year that you completely forgot happened as well. So whether it's going through your photo roll, going through some emails, going through your social media, just sit and have a look to reflect on what did you do last year, and analyze that business progress as well. Congratulate yourself on those small wins or big wins, whatever it is, but just celebrate that. What did you do? Did you move the business forward? Did you grow? It doesn't always have to be about growth and money either. It could be, we won some awards last year. So that's our biggest win, was that recognition and the brand recognition from other parties. So it's not always, I want to make an extra £5,000 this year, or I want to get 100 new followers. I mean, don't get me started on the 100 new followers side of things, because not always followers are better. It might be reach, it might be views, it might be something completely different, because social media is great to go, right, I want 100 more followers. If those 100 followers don't buy from you, that's not going to help your business, is it? So just have a think of what worked, what didn't work, and what actually benefited your business as well. That's really, really important. And that will give you insights into your current position and understand what you need to prioritise in 2020. Where did 2020 come from? What you'll need and understand of what you want to achieve in 2025 or the year after, if that's when you're listening. So have a real good think. If you need to pause this and download our worksheet and go through the worksheet, because there's another one coming. And just if there's any questions, you can message us or tag us in, or just let us know. If you want to share your reflection with us, that is absolutely fine. We love it. If you read any of our testimonials or speak to any of our other clients, we are here to bounce ideas off and speak. There's nothing we love more, and we get really, really excited about plans and for businesses, because that's what we want. We want everyone to succeed. There is enough room for everybody. So let us know how you get on with that bit, because the next bit is to set some SMART goals. So define your vision and goals. So there's the free downloadable on the website on breakoutservices.co.uk called SMART Goals with Breakout. So the difference between a vision and a goal. So the vision is, so I might want to see Breakout is, I want to see Breakout in lights in Piccadilly Circus. That's my vision. That's how I see Breakout, a nice big advert on the side, up in all the lights in London. My goal is then to get there and how I'm going to get there. So this is where SMART goals come in. So most people have heard of this before. And the characteristics of SMART are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Some of those words sometimes change, but they all mean the same things. But it's basically going through to align your goals with your core values and your long-term vision. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself next year? If you're like me, I don't know what I'm doing next week. So I organise all my clients, and I'm very, very good, as is everyone, of telling everyone else what they need to do and how they need to do it. Sometimes that doesn't always work for us. It's like tradesmen. What's the one thing they don't want to do? Work on their own house when you've been help working all day. So you see where I'm going with this one. So have a think. What are your core values and long-term vision for the business? Or it might be a bit personal as well. What's for you? You're the business owner and you need that absolute balance between your business and your personal life. So how is that going to work for you? So the aim is for this and this download is to create or bring together 2 to 3 business goals using this SMART framework. So to create clear, measurable and inspiring goals. So going back to that inspiring, you need to be excited about this goal. It needs to be something you really, really want, because the more you want it, the more you're going to achieve it and work towards achieving that goal. So you need to be specific. Be specific about that goal. Not just, I want to earn more money that next year. Well, if you earn a penny, it's more money next year. What's that amount? How much? And is it over 12 months as well? So very specifically, I want X within Y. That is more specific. It gives you a number to aim for. It gives you a specific time to aim for as well. And measurable. Your goal needs to be measurable. You need to decide up front, how are you going to measure that goal? Is it that you want 5 more clients? Or is it that you want to get in front of so many more people, or however many people through the door, or sell a load more product? Or it might even be launching a new product or a product range. How is that measurable? Is it in monetary terms, quantity terms? Have a think about how you can do that. Because again, you can, if anyone's looked at some old school fundraising, and you have the temperature thermometer on the side, and you see it going up in red, something like that. What motivates you and what will get you inspired and excited about that? Because that's how you measure it as well. It needs to be achievable. We all want £1 million. We all want to win the lottery, but what's actually achievable? I could turn around and say, I want Breakout to be a multi-million-pound business. Is that achievable in 6-12 months? Not really. Because don't get me wrong, I'm all for glasses half full and what's possible, like I said at the beginning. But is it really achievable? Can I, without burning out, grow a business from where I am now to have a multi-million-pound turnover just like that? This overnight success. We all sit on social media, we all scroll through, and everyone's like, "Oh, I've got 6 figures from Instagram in 3 months." Really? So what is achievable? What's manageable for you? And that's taking into account your time as well. What else have you got going on in your life? Can you manage the business? Can you grow the business? Can you launch new product range? What can you do within the time you've got allowed, Monday to Friday, or it might be Saturday and Sunday, or an evening in that time? So it might be the fact you need to get the diary out and slot in time blocks of what's possible for your business and when you can work on things. That's really, really important, because it makes you realize what is achievable, what time can you put into this, and what's relevant as well. Is your goal relevant to your business? If it's not, it might be a completely different business entirely. So what's relevant? how is it relevant to your business? How is it relevant that you're doing now? Go back to look at your reflections of what would be relevant to those wins. Is an award, I want to win and be the best, such and such. Is that relevant to your business? And is that going to help your business? Because if it's not, then there's a lot of reassessing to be done. So, and it's easy to go off on a tangent sometimes. And sometimes these kind of pieces of work of really going through this might make you realize you need to change the business. It might need a different direction. It might be working with different clients. It might be situating. It might be relocating. There could be so many changes and things, but you want to make the goal relevant to the business and what you want to achieve. And time bound, you need to put a date on it. Is this within 12 months? Is this within 6 months? Give yourself something achievable, and that's how you can measure it as well. So what is that time for your business or for your goal? And if you've got 2 or 3 goals, how does that fit in time-wise? Is it possible? What time are you going to dedicate to this goal? Because you need some clear, measurable and inspiring goals to really make you excited and think, oh, yes, I'm going to get this. And just have a think, this time next year, where do you want to be? And this is the start of the foundations to break that down, to make that happen for you. And that comes on to create an actionable plan. So breaking down the big goals into smaller milestones. So this is your third downloadable, your free downloadable on our website, breakoutservices.co.uk, goal planning with Breakout. So breaking down those 2-3 big goals into smaller milestones, prioritizing the tasks and setting realistic timelines, because actually that's great that you want to do X within Y. So it might be doing whatever it is within 12 months. Absolutely fantastic. But how are we going to break that down? What task are you going to do daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it is, to slowly edge you towards that goal, to make it manageable for yourself? And what tools and techniques do you need for effective planning? Like I've mentioned, calendar blocks to take up that time. It might be that you work well with a paper diary, so you write down that task, whatever it might be. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow. It might be that you work better with project management app. You might download an app that keeps you on task and keeps you going. It might be that there's a different software that could help you, like scheduling social media, for example. You want more time or followers and to spend more time on social media, but you don't have the time. Okay, is there a block where you can start scheduling things so you know what's going out and what's going on? So this is really important, to use this template to outline the actionable steps for one major goal, because it builds that concrete plan for you to get to that goal. So it might be that you've gone through your key milestones. You want to break it into smaller actionable milestones. So in 12 months, you want to get to Y. But what are you doing in month 1? What are you doing in month 3? What do you need to do to make that end goal happen? I did this recently with a client and we talked through, and it's everything should be tomorrow. It's all urgent, more sales. That's great, but there's a lot of steps we need to do to lay the groundwork and really build that brand to get to where she wants to be. So then it's a case of what the action steps are. And then it's a case of putting a timeline as well against those deadlines and those milestones and tasks. And then, because it keeps you accountable. And then what tools do you need? Is it that you need an app? Is it that you need to block out a calendar? Is it that a simple tool is a diary? Or is it that it's a wall planner with dates on? That's one thing I do. I've got a wall planner so I know where I am and what I'm doing. Whatever it is, put it on. And then that will help you think of potential challenges or potential setbacks. Again, it's not just being negative about it, it's being realistic. What could happen? What could stop you doing it? Because the last thing we want to do is come into some procrastination or hit a wall. Because if you hit a wall, you don't do anything. It's just an absolute nightmare. And it will stop you in your tracks. And if you're not accountable, if you haven't written anything down, like I said at the beginning, we get to April, May. What goal? What are we doing? What's the plan for this year? You haven't got that direction and you haven't got that checklist to keep you back. So if you can preempt any of those challenges, any of those setbacks, you've already got over the problem before you've encountered the problem. It's thinking of every eventuality that's possible and making sure it's already covered, because every option is laid out on the table. And whilst all three of these worksheets and all this time will take some time, and you need to be in the right mindset to fill all this in and do this, I promise you it will make the absolute world's difference to your business. It will really make you think in depth of what you want to do and how you want to do it. And by the time you get to 2-3 months down the line, if you're keeping on that track and you've put that time aside to consider your goals, consider your plans, and break down that, I 100% promise you will be further ahead than if you hadn't done that and if you hadn't allowed that time. So now we've got a concrete plan. We've overcome the common challenges, procrastinations, distractions, burnout, because we've set a smart goal. We're not going to get burnt out because it's achievable and we've put those time sets in it. We're building then the accountability through support systems and networks. How can keep you accountable? If it's us and you want to come to our accountability club, absolutely amazing. You are more than welcome. If you're listening to this and you're not local, give us a shout. We can do an online one. Again, absolutely fine. It's something we can do and we can help you with. We do this with so many clients all the time. We've got our besties program, exactly the same. It's where they share and bounce ideas and things off from us. We're always there for them and we help them do it just to have that accountability and to stop that loneliness in small business ownership. Is it a best friend? Is it another local small business owner? Who is it that keeps you accountable? A bit like your accountant or whoever helps you do your accounts or self-assessment every year. Whoever it is chasing for that information, who can help you do the same to keep you on track for your goals, for your business, because it will 100% help you personally as well. And it cultivates a mindset for resilience and adaptability. Because you've laid that groundwork, because you've considered all the potential challenges and setbacks of what could, would, should happen, something that could be a completely left field, if you plan ahead, and what do they say? Prepare to fail. Because you've done that, you've prepared yourself, so you're more resilient. Before you even realise it, you may not even call yourself a resilient person, but you will be resilient purely because you've planned, you've put that groundwork in, you've considered all options. And don't forget, you've spent ages reflecting on last year. A lot of the time, very similar problems occur. How did you get around it last time? Is there something you can do quicker? Is there something you can avoid it to start with so you don't even encounter the problem? That's what makes you resilient, and that makes you adaptable as well. Because when something does hit you, you are 100% prepared for it. So hopefully this has helped. You've now got your 3 worksheets, you've gone through, you've got 2 or 3 goals, you've got a massive reflection on the previous year, you've got the breakdown of the 2-3 goals of how you're going to do it. What's next? What's the plan? Is taking that action. And I promise you, the one way to make yourself feel so much better is taking action. How many times do we procrastinate about something? A month down the line, we really should do that. We do that. It took 5 minutes. Why didn't I do that ages ago? I feel so much better. I feel lighter. I feel clearer. I feel absolutely amazing for doing that. So have a think of that. What small task are you going to start today or tomorrow? What's going to go in the diary to make you start working against that goal? And then maybe put in your diary in a week or a month. In a month, where are you at? What tasks have you done? Have a tick list. Whatever works for you and whatever motivates you, put that into place so you can look back in 2-3 months and see how far you've come. What have you achieved? It might be that you're even ahead of plans. You're ahead of that time set. Something automatically has fallen in your lap because you've been so prepared and you've put that goal out there. I bet you will notice that things just happen and seem to fall into place. And that's just a natural thing that occurs when you put in this groundwork, you put in those steps and you put in the time, things will feel so much easier and so much lighter, as if it is just being handed to you. And we want to know about that. So please share it with us. Let us know how these worksheets have worked out for you. What's your biggest takeaway from this episode? Tag us in that you've listened to this, or even just send us a private message. If you're not happy putting it out there publicly, send us a private message. Let us know how this has impacted you. What have you done? What are your goals? What's come out of it? And if you do want to put it publicly and put it out there, what are your goals? Put it out. I'm launching a new range by Easter or whatever it might be. Put it out there. Your customers are then holding you accountable. Whatever works to keep you on track to achieve those goals, do it today. Just put it absolutely out there. So, as always, thanks for listening. Let us know what you think. And if there's someone who's talked about last year doing their goals, other business owners, we all talk about it. We're really, really good. But is that taking action? And we'll feel so much better. So please like and subscribe as always. Have a look in the show notes for the links to the free downloads. Download the worksheets, and the whole goal setting course will be on there as well. But let us know what you think and keep in touch, and good luck, because I promise you will do this and you will absolutely smash this year in business. Thanks for listening to this episode. We really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please share with a friend who you think needs a bit of help with starting a business, or even their small business which they've already got going. Please like and subscribe to our podcast, which always helps a small business or small podcast like us. And check the show notes. We all have everything in there relating to the episode which you might need, might want to read, and links to anyone we've interviewed and certain subjects we've spoken about. And thanks for listening.